Let me ask you something. If the grocery stores close tomorrow, and I don't mean some wild apocalypse movie scenario, I mean a storm, a supply chain breakdown, a pandemic, any one of a dozen things that have already happened in our lifetimes, what would you eat? For most people, the answer is whatever's left in the pantry. Maybe 3 days, maybe a week if they're lucky. But here's what the mainstream never tells you. The most powerful food in the world isn't sitting in a warehouse somewhere. It's not behind a paycheck or a supply chain. It's in your backyard, or your balcony, or your windowsill, waiting for you to plant it. And that's exactly what this channel is about. At Harvest Forever, we believe the most powerful food is the food you grow yourself. Today, we are talking about survival gardening, not the long game multi-season stuff, not the plant corn in May and harvest in October plan. I'm talking about right now, fast, practical, 30 days or less. Because here's the truth that most gardening content glosses over. You can be eating food from your own garden in as little as 30 days. Real, nutritious, calorie-supporting food, the kind that could make a genuine difference when it matters most. We're going to cover 10 crops that fit that window. For each one, I'll tell you why it earns its place on a survival list and exactly how to get it in the ground and on your plate within that 30-day mark. Whether you have acres of land or a single 5-gallon bucket on an apartment balcony, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Number 1, radishes. We're starting with radishes for one very important reason. They are the fastest maturing root vegetable you will ever grow. While most people think of root vegetables as slow, and they usually are, radishes operate on an entirely different timeline. The why. Why radishes are survival crop. Don't let their small size fool you. Radishes are dense in vitamin C, folate, and potassium. In a survival scenario, vitamin C is critical. Deficiency leads to scurvy, which was historically one of the great killers during long sieges, voyages, and famines. 1 cup of raw radishes gives you nearly 30% of your daily vitamin C. Beyond nutrition, radishes are morale food, bright, crunchy, and sharp in flavor. That matters more than people think when times are hard. They also serve a bonus role in the garden. Radishes are natural pest disruptors. Plant them near other crops and they confuse and repel common insects. You're getting a food crop and a garden guardian in one. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Soil. Loose, well-draining soil is ideal. If your soil is compacted, do a quick loosen with a garden fork and mix in some compost. Hard soil equals forked, stunted roots. Planting. Sow seeds directly into the ground, no transplanting needed. Plant them about a 1/2 inch deep and 1 inch apart. Rows should be about 6 inches apart. Sunlight. Full sun is best, but radishes will tolerate partial shade. This makes them great for balconies and spots that don't get full-day sun. Water. Keep the soil consistently moist, not waterlogged, not bone dry. An uneven water schedule causes radishes to split or turn pithy, woody, and hollow inside. Aim for about 1 inch of water per week. Number 2, spinach. If there is one word that describes spinach in survival terms, it's density. This is a nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight. The why spinach is a survival crop. Spinach is loaded with iron, calcium, magnesium, vitamins A, C, and K, and folate. Per calorie, it is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. In a crisis when calories may be limited and food variety shrinks, getting maximum nutrition from what you grow is everything. Spinach delivers that. It's also highly versatile, raw in salads, wilted into soups, blended into anything. You don't need a recipe or a fancy kitchen. A pot of boiling water and spinach is a legitimate survival meal. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Temperature. Spinach is a cool season crop. It thrives between 35 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or 2 degrees Celsius to 24 degrees Celsius. If you're planting in summer heat, provide afternoon shade or use shade cloth. Water. Keep soil evenly moist. Spinach bolts or goes to seed and turns bitter when it gets too hot or too dry. Number 3, bok choy. Bok choy is the dark horse of survival garden. Not everyone thinks of it first, but they should. The why bok choy is a survival crop. Bok choy is a member of the Brassica cabbage family, and it is absolutely packed with vitamins A, C, and K, plus calcium, iron, and folate. Critically, it is one of the highest calcium vegetables available, essential for bone health, especially in long-term survival situations where dairy may be absent. It's also a two-part crop. You eat both the crunchy white stalks and the tender green leaves, maximum food per square foot of garden. In survival gardening, that efficiency matters enormously. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Temperature. Like spinach, bok choy is a cool season crop. It performs best in temperatures between 45 degrees F and 75 degrees F. It bolts in heat, so provide shade in hot climates or plant in fall. Soil. Well-draining, fertile soil. Work in compost for the best results. Planting. Sow seeds 1/4 inch deep. For baby bok choy, your 30-day target, space plants 4 to 6 inches apart. For full heads, space 12 inches apart, but that takes 45 to 60 days. Water, regular and even. Don't let bok choy dry out. It stresses the plant and triggers bolting. Number 4, arugula. Arugula might be known as a fancy restaurant green, but don't let that fool you. This is one of the toughest, fastest, most nutritious greens you can grow. The why arugula is a survival crop. Arugula is rich in vitamins K, A, and C, calcium, and powerful antioxidants, including glucosinolates, which are linked to cancer prevention. But from a pure survival standpoint, what makes arugula special is its cold hardiness and drought tolerance. It can survive light freezes and bounces back when other greens die. In an unpredictable climate, that resilience is priceless. Its bold, peppery flavor also means a small amount goes a long way. You don't need a full bowl of arugula to add significant nutrition and flavor to a meal. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Soil. Arugula is forgiving of average soil. It doesn't need heavily amended beds, great for gardening in less than ideal conditions. Planting. Broadcast sow, scatter seeds loosely over the surface, then lightly press them in. They need light to germinate, so don't bury them deeply, just a surface press is enough. Thin to 4 to 6 inches once established. Sunlight, full sun to partial shade. In summer, afternoon shade prevents bolting and keeps leaves from turning too spicy. Water, light, and regular. Arugula is more drought tolerant than most greens, but consistent moisture keeps leaves tender. Number 5, baby carrots. Here's the caveat up front. Full-sized carrots take 70 to 80 days, but specific baby carrot varieties, Thumbelina, Littlefinger, Chantenay, are bred for speed and small containers. They genuinely hit the 30-day window. The why baby carrots are survival crop. Carrots are one of the best sources of beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, critical for immune function, vision, and skin health. They also provide fiber, potassium, and long-lasting energy. As a root vegetable, carrots store in the ground naturally, acting as living food storage. You pull them when you need them. The how to plant and harvest within 30 days. Soil, this is critical. Carrots need loose, deep, rock-free soil. Compacted or rocky soil produces forked, stunted roots. If your soil is heavy clay, grow baby varieties in containers with potting mix. Planting, sow seeds 1/4 inch deep, 1 inch apart. Carrot seeds are tiny. Mix them with sand to distribute more evenly. Keep them consistently moist during germination, 7 to 14 days. Water, even moisture prevents cracking. Inconsistent watering equals split carrots. Number 6, microgreens. Microgreens are the undisputed speed champion of the survival garden, and their nutritional profile is almost unbelievable. The why microgreens are survival crop. Studies from the USDA and University of Maryland have shown that microgreens contain 4 to 40 times more vitamins and nutrients than their fully grown counterparts. That tiny red cabbage microgreen, it has 40 times more vitamin E than a full red cabbage leaf. In a survival situation when space and resources are limited, microgreens give you the most concentrated nutrition possible. They also require 0 outdoor space. Trays on a windowsill, that's it. The how How to plant and harvest within 7 to 14 days. Containers, shallow trays about 2 inches deep with drainage holes. Even recycled food containers work. Growing medium, potting mix or a dedicated microgreen growing mat. Fill the tray about 1 inch deep. Seeds, sunflower, radish, broccoli, pea shoots, and kale are top survival choices. Sunflower and pea shoots are particularly high in protein. Planting, scatter seeds densely across the surface, much more densely than regular planting. Press gently into the soil. Cover with a second tray or plastic wrap for 2 to 3 days to create darkness and humidity, which kickstarts germination. Light. Once shoots emerge, move to a sunny windowsill or under a basic grow light for 12 to 16 hours per day. Water. Mist the surface gently once or twice a day. Do not overwater. Damping off or mold is the main enemy. Number 7. Loose leaf lettuce. Lettuce is probably the most underrated survival green. People think of it as just salad. They're wrong. The why loose leaf lettuce is a survival crop. Loose leaf varieties, not the iceberg head type, are loaded with vitamins A and K, folate, and chlorophyll. Red and bronze leaf varieties in particular have high antioxidant content from their pigmentation. Perhaps more importantly, lettuce is a high water content food. In a hot summer scenario or a situation where fresh water is limited, eating high water vegetables contributes meaningfully to your hydration. And loose leaf lettuce is the easiest crop in this entire list to grow. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Soil, any well-draining soil with decent organic matter, not picky. Planting, scatter seeds lightly on the surface, then press gently in. They need light to germinate, don't bury them. Space loosely and thin once established. Sunlight, partial shade is actually preferred in warm weather. Too much sun bolts lettuce fast. Water, shallow roots mean lettuce dries out quickly. Water consistently but lightly. A good daily misting keeps it happy. Number 8, green onions. This one requires 0 seeds, 0 soil, and 0 money. If you have a green onion from a grocery store, you already have everything you need. The why green onions are a survival crop. Green onions provide vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and powerful antibacterial compounds, allicin, and related sulfur compounds that support immune function. Historically, onions were survival food precisely because of their antimicrobial properties, which helped people fight off infection when medicine wasn't available. But the real survival power here is the scrap growing method. No soil needed, no seeds, you're creating food from what most people throw away. That's the essence of resourcefulness. The how, regrowing from scraps in 7 to 14 days? Step 1, next time you use green onions, don't throw away the white root end. Cut the green tops for cooking, leaving 1 to 2 inches of the white base with roots intact. Step 2, place the root ends in a glass or jar with about 1 inch of water. The roots should be submerged but not the cut tops. Step 3, set in a sunny windowsill. Change the water every 1 to 2 days to prevent bacterial growth. Step 4, within 3 to 5 days, you'll see new green growth shooting up. By day 7 to 14, you'll have fully usable green onion tops again. Number 9, baby kale. Kale has earned its reputation as a superfood, and in survival terms, it fully deserves that title. The why baby kale is a survival crop. Cup for cup, kale is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on Earth. It is extraordinarily high in vitamins K, A, and C, plus calcium, iron, and a suite of antioxidants. It also contains more vitamin C per calorie than oranges. In a long-term survival situation, kale covers a huge portion of your daily micronutrient needs from a single plant. Crucially, kale is frost hardy. It can survive temperatures down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 12 degrees Celsius, and cold actually improves its flavor by converting starches to sugars. This gives it a growing window that few other crops can match. The how, planting and harvesting within 30 days. Soil, rich, well-draining soil. Kale is a heavy feeder. Amend with compost before planting. A slightly alkaline soil pH of 6.0 to 7.0 is ideal. Planting. Sow seeds 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep, 3 inches apart. Thin to 8 to 12 inches once established for full plants. Water. Consistent moisture, especially during dry periods. Mulch around the base to retain soil moisture. Number 10. Turnip greens. Our final crop is one of the most underestimated survival plants in the garden, and it's been feeding people through hard times for centuries. The why. Why turnip greens are a survival crop. Here's what makes turnips uniquely powerful. You get 2 crops in one plant. The greens are ready in 25 to 30 days. The root takes 45 to 60 days. So for our 30-day window, we harvest the greens first, and then, if circumstances allow, we come back for the roots weeks later. Turnip greens are extraordinarily rich in vitamins K, A, C, and folate, and are high in calcium and glucosinolates, powerful cancer-fighting compounds. Historically, turnips have been called the poor man's food, and that is actually a compliment. They are low maintenance, highly productive, and nutritious in conditions where other crops fail. They are also highly cold tolerant, similar to kale, making them a crop you can grow across a wide range of seasons. The how: planting and harvesting greens within 30 days. Soil: turnips are accommodating. They grow in average garden soil, though they prefer well-drained, slightly fertile ground. Too much nitrogen pushes lush greens at the expense of root development. Planting: sow seeds ½ inch deep, 2 inches apart. Thin to 4 to 6 inches for greens production, or 6 inches for root development. Water: keep soil consistently moist. Dry conditions produce tough, bitter greens. Don't just watch this video and move on. Pick one crop from this list that you can plant this week, just one, even if you're starting with a single pot on your balcony. The goal is to begin. That first seed you plant is the most important seed you'll ever plant because it changes how you see yourself. You stop being someone who buys food, you start being someone who grows food. That shift, that's everything. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we go deep on practical, real-world gardening for people who want to take control of their food supply. No fluff, no filler, just knowledge that works in the real world. And head over to our community tab. We have people in this community growing food in apartments in urban high-rises, on rooftops in big cities, and on homesteads in the middle of nowhere. Share a photo of what you're growing. Tell us what's working. Ask questions. That tab is your space. Use it. At Harvest Forever, we're not just talking about gardening. We're building something bigger. A community of people who know that no matter what the world throws at them, they can feed themselves. The most powerful food is the food you grow yourself. I'll see you in the next one.